So apparently, um, I'm making a video. I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Where's your mother? You really think that I'm your mother. I'm not your mother. No, I'm not. Right? You have to go to your mom. She's over there. See? She's over there. Go over there. She's over there. She's across the fence. All right? I'm going to close my window now. It's night. Good night, my darling. I'm making a video about Meghan and Harry. As per usual, that's all I ever do these days, right? So now, what am I going to be talking about? I'm not even sure. I think I want to talk about the fact that, I don't know. I want to talk. Oh, they say that people are not interested in the coronation. Do you think that's true? Is that a yes or a no? What does that even mean? Well, unfortunately I have to close the window, okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, my sweet love. I wish I could have adopted you. In 2 heartbeats I would have done that. But I can't with my situation. The logistics just, it's not there. I know, my love. I know, I love you too. I love you too. See you tomorrow. I want to finish my video about. So apparently the weather on Saturday is expected to be not fabulous. It's expected to rain on Saturday, to rain on King Charles's parade. Oh, the only person I feel badly about that for, well, I shouldn't even say it because I shouldn't feel badly for anybody. So I'm not going to say it. It's like whatever happens, happens because I'm too soft-hearted and it's like horrible. It's horrible. I could never win a war because I just, I'm mush. I'm a mush bag, for God's sake. Whatever that means, right? So apparently, the Princess of Wales was speaking to a crowd and she basically told them, I mean, look, bring your umbrella because it's going to rain in a very British way. I guess that's also potentially going to change their outfits, like whatever they were planning to wear. They probably will have to change depending on the outfit. Or definitely in those carriages, there can't be any open carriages. They may even have to just like scrap carriages and go with cars, depending on how much rain we're talking about. Um, wow, to rain on your parade. But it could just be a drizzle. It rains an awful lot in England. I must say. It rains all the time. I mean, whenever I've visited England, I've never seen the sun, but it's like on a level where it's to me it's unhealthy. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to die of depression. Like, where's the sun? You know what I mean? And but then I've been assured that there are days when it's sunny. It's just that I happen to have been there every single time when there was no sun. There was always rain. And I really think the weather there, it has it has its positives and it has its negatives. For one thing, the English countryside is very, very green. And I think that comes from the rain. They have so much rain. So it's very, very beautiful in the countryside. And that's a positive. But I think one of the very big negatives is that with that much rain and so little sun throughout the year, there's a lack of vitamin D in the country, like seriously. And you see it, as I said, and I don't say this to be, to be, I just say it because it's true. I think it's true, is that you can see it in the teeth, the dental makeup of the average person in England, is the teeth are all bleeped up. Most people have teeth that are not in the right place, and a lot of people have to spend a lot of money on their dental, um their teeth, pretty much. And which it can be so easily solved. It can be so easily solved. You don't even have to be a genius. I mean, Admittedly, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. But you don't have to be a genius to figure out what they have to do. What the government has to do about this, right? Because you know how in America, they put fluoride in the water. So because they saw that there was a lack of fluoride and people need it again for their teeth and so on. And so the water in America, in many states, it has fluoride. They infuse that into the water. They have to do the same thing in England. They have to infuse their water with vitamin D. If you infuse it with vitamin D, I don't know what process you do, but that's why you pay the scientists and the engineers the big bucks. You infuse it with vitamin D and fluoride. Over time, the next generation of British children, you're going to see a marked difference in the teeth structure of people in England because they don't get enough natural sunlight. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, it's clear as day to me. But it's not just in England. I think it's in other countries in Europe because even in France, my own teeth have started to shift, and I've always had perfect teeth because there's and I have been diagnosed as having not enough vitamin D because there are not enough sunny days. You need sun to have beautiful teeth. That's it. You also need sun to have beautiful parades generally. And I think that if it's going to rain on the parade, that's obviously not so cool. It's going to change everything from what they can wear to, well, I guess everyone will be wearing a hat for sure. And, but everyone has an umbrella. They're probably going to need coats because it's going to be freezing. And it's just going to change the whole sartorial planning, which is very interesting. Even the shoes might have to change depending on just how much rain we're talking about. But these people are not going to have to walk too much anyway. They just come out of the carriage or whatever into the church. So it maybe it won't really change so much for them. But for the spectators, it could change the turnout, which already so many people in England are saying that they want nothing to do with the coronation. They're not going. A lot of the journalists were blaming it on Meghan and Harry because they say that people hate Meghan and Harry, so they're starting to hate the royal family, which doesn't really sort of logically, it doesn't track because if you hate Meghan and Harry, Meghan is not even coming. They live in a different country. It means that it should increase your love for the royal family because then, and in fact, many of the people in England are very vocal in their hatred for Harry and Meghan in particular. So I don't think this drop in popularity in the British royal family has anything to do with Meghan and Harry. If anything, it should increase the popularity because they got rid of Meghan. So now everybody should be happy. But there's some other reason why the polls are showing that Britons are not only not going to the coronation and not going to be watching the coronation in huge numbers, but they also show a drop in the popularity of key members of the royal family, such as Kate Middleton. Of course, by this photograph, you can't really tell. It seems like everyone here is enamored with the Princess of Wales. But according to these polls, I don't know who takes the polls and whatever, it's saying that there's a drop in popularity, and people like Piers Morgan and other expert journalists and royal experts are saying it's all Meghan's fault. So yeah, that's that. But anyway, it's going to rain on Saturday, so it should be interesting in more ways than six. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.